serving.
Hey,
You might not hear me with the lot of talking happening. I hate it when there's some talking passion. Definitely. Hold on, I'm trying to get people to it, but
so is Marlise and Alyssa coming on to Zoom? Do you
I
know?
don't know about that. I really don't know.
Or
Yeah,
Dwight?
I don't know. But anyway, there's people here that, yeah, there's people. But we'll start the presentation around 3. I honestly don't know. But yeah, I would say hi if you want to hear it. It is going to be recorded, so I can send you the recording later. But yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So did you want to say hi to Todd? He's on the line.
Hi, Uncle Todd. Can't hear you.
Howdy, howdy. Well,
Ah,
it's almost midnight, so we're in Betty Bye.
yeah,
But
you're
good to see
very
you.
sleepy,
Howdy,
but it
howdy.
is going to be recorded for you to watch it in a bit.
Great,
Yeah.
great, great, great. Excited.
Yeah. Yeah. Still showing up. So I gotta be a good host and say hi to people and introduce people. So
Okay. Do you want us to come back at 3 then in 13 minutes or just hold
yeah,
on?
you could just sit tight here. You'll hear Annie talking about movies with my young friends. But if you want to just sit tight and I'll keep it up, I'll
Okay.
periodically come over here and talk in a bit.
Okay. Uncle Todd may fall asleep, so just so
Yeah,
you
Uncle
know.
Todd, you can go to sleep. Yeah, Uncle Todd, go right ahead, go to sleep. Uncle Roger, if you want to. Wait, Connor Edwin, do you want to be Uncle Roger? Be Uncle Roger? Wait, you met Uncle Roger? When? You met Uncle Roger? You met Uncle Roger. Be Uncle Roger. Be Uncle Roger. Hi. Oh my God, people are. This is okay. Yeah, this is Dylan, a friend of George. The other person that waves. This is Aaron. He's another friend from George. Uncle Roger. The Uncle Roger. You've heard a lot about the
Wow.
Uncle
I'm
Roger.
famous, huh?
Yeah.
Nice to meet you, Uncle Roger.
Nice to
Yeah.
meet you too. Do you want to turn the screen around so I can see everybody
What?
else as they move around? You want to turn the screen around so I can see everybody?
Yeah, I can. It's gonna be a little tricky with the shields and stuff above, but
Okay, I'll just stay here then. I'll wait.
yeah, I can have Annie sit here and talk to you or talk to people through here, so on and so forth. Yes, I'll have Annie sit here instead.
Okay.
Annie, Anne.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't play. What? Okay, but anyway. Yeah. Oh, no. It's like have that conversation later, right? I don't know anything. I gotta go. But I'll be back in a little bit. That point make me root for like the underdog. Oh.
This also would also talk about too. They say that makes more sense from like it's basically kind of like
So
how many in the end of the Siege of Terra, there's books or parts that explain Algedor's part of how he kept in Eldar petroleum and like cloning sacrifice.
She also stood with the man.
So every time the Eldar would kill itself, they would have to reclone it and revive it basically. So just and that they
No, I don't think that's now. I don't have an issue with it either, but I remember
twisted.
I watched the video for that kind of when I was there when I watched when I rewatched years ago.
I like the orcs.
In what Norse?
The orcs.
Yeah.
Or just like, well,
But this is, but
it
basically
would
this
have
is me
been
explaining
very
the
like
scope, the
interesting
shape of
kind of
the
first, like
makes sense.
enemies to lovers kind of story.
Basically, in the beginning, when during the reunification, when the emperor was killing the
I come
characters.
around to it.
Whole
I'm on a
base of-
long Zoom call with my family around the world.
It's like an
I'm not sure
alternate
when it
perspective.
will
You have
end.
to
But
keep it.
And it's
I'm
not
thinking touch
like I
bases
said,
tomorrow.
They tend
Yeah,
to
it's so.
call growing big guy,
I don't know, it just felt like it was.
but also
It feels like. Kid had
he can change his
babysitter.
aura size appearance.
a little bit.
Like in some ways, he can just turn invisible for what the psychic ability of what he wants everybody else.
Right. It kind of just
Outdoor,
There's one moment. There's one moment where Sokka's like, man, that is one powerful kid. And she's like,
So that was basically the only way the Emperor was able to sit on the throne to hold back
that is true. So prior to that,
demons.
it's like he like kissed her and she like
At the end of the Siege of Terror,
That was such a.
until the Emperor was able to sit on.
That was like. if
Malcolm
you
or
say I'm
Zachary.
like, cool, would be allowed to kiss someone
But
like.
since she,
I
Malcolm was,
like.
I think the final season there was a little bit more evidence towards it. But to your point, I'm sorry, like, the fact that the car with Zuko, you're by Azula and stuff. I don't know. Yeah, I just really
are you just sitting there?
yeah, I know.
Oh, I come on, let's.
I really, there's gotta be just.
Standing on the ground. Yes, I. Alright, go home.
Yes,
Yeah.
no worries. You haven't been to many camps.
Earthbenders are literally
Like,
Like,
how many months ago was
instant
the last time?
Yeah.
Oh, I love Tops.
No worries. Your brothers seem to be doing well, you know.
That's my problem. I'm on the farm is that. I gave the arms last year
for me.
yeah. It was about the greater story of a war that was affecting the world. And yes, there are nitpicks in it, whatever. I thought it was a very good show. The problem with Korra is that there's some good shows out there, but it's yeah, but it's a lot more stuff. What is it?
Yeah.
But the problem is that you don't get all this relationship stuff. Like it's a firebender, I think it's a Mako and stuff. It's the Bullet, and then like Mako is dating whatever, and then but then they become it's like the thing that yes. Oh yeah, come on.
It is ready if we can gather when the dining food is kitchen. That's one. And
Hello, we're gonna pray for food real quick.
Hey,
I'm Kevin, by the way.
hey, Kevin.
I knew Alice from Camp Allendale, so Alice is gonna make us pray for food, and then I think we're gonna have the presentation here in a bit.
Sounds good.
No, I mean, I'm getting my meeting Chinese right now. Yeah, I think she should have been. It would have been better if they my mistake.
well, like can't in the face of it. No, we're gonna drag her back into this mess.
Yeah.
Put a bad home for Ben no shit. Yes. I have one special thing.
Oh, I'm with you.
Wasn't that you and God push each other to zone? At this point, you become the villain and you're punishing a four times. We have food, we have side, made by Amy. No.
Go ahead.
Chicken has pie and rice because had a meal without rice in Thailand and honestly the Asian in me loves my white rice. But Asian you always I kind of like to explain if you don't eat all of it, everything that's put up in the line.
You don't need
Yeah,
Bye. Cats.
perfect.
Watermelon,
You get the seeds.
like keycaps.
Watermelon, it's kind of more well.
Cherries.
Obviously, mango, the love of my life. During vegan season, and I gave my mom's allergic to mango. I mean, it's a lot.
And that's nice. Double mangoes.
Walnut seeds, yeah, like these, I like. No, it's probably not.
Oh, yes.
Like the pandas, panda bear. Dining with panda bear. Got Thai tea, which is 3 other feet and then light water. Chips. Yeah, very good. So I'm the drink tea, not that. Thailand, Chinese tea. Chinese tea, that's the lot. What I had. Yeah, we have food. Yay!
Is it fish?
That makes one supply.
That's like general ed. Everyone does ambulance, basically.
We wish we had some passion, don't have that.
I will ask my father to with.
Yeah, I will ask the holiest man, actually a minister guy. Okay? Thank you.
Yeah.
Father, we thank you for love, we thank you for freedoms that we have, and it's the freedom, in fact, to go to other countries and share the gospel with them, Lord. Thank you for bringing our dear sister back, and thank you for all of our friends who are gathered today to share in her joy and her presentation of what happened in this precious time for her to be able to go and serve you in another language, Lord. Be sure that she will keep us entertained all evening. So Father, bless this food, strengthen us with it, and help us to just enjoy this beautiful time of fellowship and enjoy with her in Jesus' name. Amen. Jesus felt better, just informed me that he actually helped build the training center at which Al served in Thailand.
Wow. So she's
Don't correct. No, you will correct. But you're right, it was inherited. I'm glad you did.
Are we the great alarm? Lasers. Lasers. Go clear. Yep.
But hey, she can really small fortune, like got a base, I tried to get it, like. Then you can put it in mold now.
Yeah.
But. True.
Orphan chambers, yeah.
So wish it's.
Sorry, I'm tired. I was in a fact. I was learning to speak on it. I was never.
I was in a box, but I was like.
I was in.
I can keep that. I was serving food right now. So yeah.
You want me to come back in a while?
No, it's
Is that
gonna
better?
start soon, so you'll be fine. I'm just letting people get food and then I'll start the presentation relatively soon.
What sort of food did you guys have?
We made pad thai.
Oh, nice,
Mm-hmm. And a bunch
nice.
of fruit.
Can you shove stuff in the chat window to me?
Yeah, well, we're getting photos. One of my friends is Erin is actually she bought her camera and she's taking photos, so I'll send them all on the Telegram chat.
Nice, nice. How many people are there now?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 people plus us
Wow.
5. So it's kind of small, but good size.
That's a good sized group. Fills your house.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we're good. I'll be back in a bit.
Okay, sounds good.
Love you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Like, that's a feel. Find out. Wrong. What? I can't wrong. No. He's out. Out. Yeah, I was saying. It's like I don't know if I would. Yeah, I do it. You find it. I'm gonna repeat the last one. Okay. So, I would tell this. This is your mouth. And then Bobby's right. So what I do is. All these pictures, and look at this. Oh, no, like a good, yeah, yeah, but the word is fine, that's. Yeah, I got it. Yeah, right. No, like, wait, I do it. So it's not, yeah, and I'll be town last year. I'll be down. I'm sorry. All right. So, if I got a ring on your fire, it how they can be. Yeah. But I saw big things like what is the reason for not waiting? Different people. Each other usually take. My system, the monthly on the first of the month, but it's. I should say. It's more of a sacred act, it's not like, when people do it so constantly, it removes that importance and significance. In a way, it like, the more subconscious significance. Because okay, fair enough, this is what was explained also to the youth group especially. Because the youth group has been very abrupt in distractions. At least in my church, and the things I don't know if I haven't heard. You've been in the room, you haven't anybody. We're already done. You're past 5 minutes. I'm going to hear your life. But we're in the meeting.
Did the moment outside, like, getting over that kid.
Okay.
That's it.
What are you doing? Why did he go that way? He's gone. He's gone, buddy.
I'm gonna to it. We're getting food. We're gonna eat a little bit, and then I'll start it soon.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I'm just in the kitchen, so let me know.
Don't worry about it. I'll let you know.
Okay.
Right in. Quickly drinking out and go.
No, it's not. I think I'm wearing American festival. No. I've been searching for it. It's on my. And I'm like, I said, yeah, I should want to do. I probably actually want to get you. It's really. Well, she was probably. So then, you know, they never say the word fast. You would, well, base, probably around the sheet. That's something it's, yeah, that it's, I'm totally. Yeah. I'm more outside of there, it was another way to the timber is in the. Oh my God, that guy's great. Yeah, he's such a base. Yeah, right. This. Yeah, I was telling that her, yeah, it's just not, it was, I think it is that part of the. With. And I don't want to go see it. Yeah, I do. It's the name of our near patient, yeah, so we share, so we're. But we share, chills with. Side. Literally, I see a lot of things. Kids walking, like they walk out, so at the top of the place, or they take them out and stuff. Sometimes. Yeah. So. I'm fine. But. No. That's right. Right. Actually, no, yeah, I think. Out there, I sort of gonna be somebody sort of staying up. And a job, I was really so Josh, sometimes just looking to jobs. So they're not, yeah, I just have them. But then they have to go right down, straight up and so there's a kind of mirror, but airlines are not even. And they do that when they do that, they're higher, saying. Okay. Well, so, maybe I'm not so good. Here's Robin Wendy, when they start something. That's really broken. Yeah, I think we found for them. Yeah, because. Otherwise, actually, 8 years. Oh, they really right, so. Ticket services to have a job or some, yeah. No, he's there, just this time. Well, okay, well, for you for you to get actual like what a program or the job say. Say, say going to a part of the government. Yeah, it's even here. So perhaps maybe start something with on their own. But it's pretty much that. Not necessarily, but so, yeah, they have services, it's just there's inundated and not enough. Like I don't look at that, I was saying, our. But. They had enough, like 500 people. Or they're going to pick you, you're going to be out, yes. Yeah, they got something, he's always changing stuff. Especially, but I don't know specific, but I don't really have that. For her. Like, well, that's it. He's not to me. And the shaggy, like. I was ready for it. No, that they got all my head. So the church they have that shills, it's a wonderful for the kids. Yeah, adults especially, are really good. And so they were able to plug in there, they had like, the out, so I just. For old ladies. Wow, that's all nice, so there. Oh, it's not. She knows the juniors, but. So, yeah. Okay. Absolutely. I mean, what we can find out. That's how I I think that's misunderstood. Anyway, somebody, so I would like to go there well. I like some. Thank you. Oh, man. They put us here so strong that they strong. The same kind is passive. Arms. And good, I mean, I'm the side. I spent time watching Josh. Oh, should be on my back. Whoa, don't have one found this evening. So every house nice to you. Well, I smoke that because for some lights or whatever. It's I just sit watch the whole house and eat it around the burn. No, okay, there was some. I'm hard to say. I've never I've learned to especially it's really still but not operate. It'll work because it's like crazy. And so how we so I'm talking really and sure said well, I just wanted to drive, right? And I never want to watch that. I do. Well, I don't feel beautiful. And now you just actually I found this like, I'm just let's see what I'm just going to think this. I'm just going to, that, yeah, it's so this is up. You know, not. Hey, can I get your attention? Hey, Kevin. Hey, attention. We'll both be going soon, so if you should make my way to the living room, so that we can come out there. So, it's like in the house. Hi, Laura. Things are starting. Look, guys, I beg you to go. Such a me. Do you have a divorce?
There we go.
Hey.
Hi.
No, I don't. It's not.
Can you hear me?
It's controversy.
I was in the
And
kitchen.
I like to.
Are we ready or do I have a few more minutes?
Getting some that spring.
So hard to say.
And my consent. Sorted.
Do I have a few more minutes in the kitchen or are we getting started?
Basin. Yeah, kind of like one of the dispensation.
I was only there for one serving. He's like, I like that first part.
You want to call me when you're ready?
The processing it.
I'm not.
So.
I don't know.
Yeah, my thing is, same thing with, recent back, but we don't know much.
Yeah.
We don't see. what
Yeah,
happens.
it's tough.
If only Jesus and God. It's not something.
Even the word society and all that, but I kind of.
People on Zoom, can you see the screen? Yeah. Give me a thumbs up or something. I can't hear ya.
And so I'm not gonna recite it. Yes.
Alright, thank you.
Make us so easy.
Where's Laura? She's sick too.
What?
Is Laura sick too? We'll see.
Like that.
Oh, no, she missed this on purpose.
Yeah, keep it. Plug me or whatever.
And she's she has no camera. Is Arnie? Is Laura Arnie there?
Protestant, like I'm definitely. Yeah, but it become
Yeah.
Is the Ingalls there? Ingalls family?
I think it's just single Ingle.
Only one Ingle, not the
One
not the two,
Ingle.
not the.
It's not both Ingles.
I miss David. I really miss David. Is Uncle Roger still?
Yeah, he's still here.
He's somewhere.
Can I see
He
me?
might be away from the camera.
But we can't see that.
Oh, okay. He's away from the camera, looks like.
Hello, everybody.
It's a Laura.
Hello.
Oh, is there? Hello.
Laura is there.
You can say hi to the camera, but you can see her up there.
Oh my goodness.
You guys are really
Oh my
backlit.
goodness. Laura.
Hi.
Laura's on the TV.
Yo, hey, Laura, Ida.
Hey,
My
Dylan.
face. Maybe you can. I don't know.
I don't think. Can you hear her?
She's
Might
at the
be
north.
muted.
She's muted right now. She's
Mind
not.
it
Oh,
again?
she just like shoved
I
someone
think
away.
so. She's speaking.
She's in the north right now. Yeah.
Looks like she's trying to say
Yeah,
something.
Uncle Roger was starting.
Oh, she's smiling.
I think
can hear
I think
you.
she's trying to say something. Can we hear her? Alice, I think she's trying to say something.
Can you not hear me?
Chris, go up to
Can't see a thing on this.
well, you can probably
Right there.
you can adjust it to
Can
hear
you
from
hear
the
me?
TV speakers or the
I don't know.
Laura, not. Can you hear us?
click the audio setting.
Oh, she can. Whoa. We've established communication with the northern
Hey.
colony.
Yeah, can
Well,
Alice, do you need a tech professional to help you?
you can hear us. Uncle Roger and Laura, if you have any questions or comments, either
Like
shoot me a
react.
text or
Chill.
yeah, shoot me a text.
She's on the beach
Or
right now.
shoot people a text if you have questions or comments. Okay?
Right?
I can adjust it where they can go to your they can
I don't know. Thank you,
you
Kevin.
just gotta click that and put TV speaker.
What? Quick what?
Or audio settings right there.
I can't see. That one?
Yeah. And then press that. And then go to speakers on your
That one?
computer audio.
Hi, can you hear us? Can we hear you? I can hear you.
See? Oh,
Thank you, Kevin.
Can you hear me?
Alright,
Can you
I
hear
can
me?
hear you guys now.
you
Can
know,
you hear me?
What?
Cool.
Oh no, my elastic just
I can
snapped.
hear both of you guys.
Okay,
please Captain.
cool. Alice,
Yeah.
I'm at my cousin's house right now, so I'm honestly not sure how long I can be on here, but I wanted to pop on
Recording it.
anyway. Yeah,
You'll,
I'm excited to.
but thanks for showing up either way.
Yeah, you're welcome. I'm excited to hang out once I get back.
Yeah, me too. It's
That'll
gonna
be
be
fun.
fun.
Yeah, cool.
Hey, can you give me a box of tissues? I have no idea how emotional I'll get. Well, it's gonna be some of the stuff is gonna be hard to talk about. I don't know, maybe. I'm prepared. Oh my god.
See her from like that one.
I put it on.
I was thinking that.
Was it the one other Disney movie?
What? Oh, sorry. Oh my god.
Yo, Gabba Gabba. Abba Dabba Dabba. We're gonna have a.
Abis Sabun Babi Tabak Coving Tabak Covey Tabak?
So now.
Tell him how many.
Establish contacts with people. You can try to.
Probably about 15 people here, Roger.
I'm gonna test the extra paper.
So you ready to
Hello.
start?
Yeah, is everyone seated?
You're not too bad.
If everyone's relatively ready, hold on. I gotta send some messages.
Flashback.
What time is it gonna be? It is. Ooh, it's like
Yeah.
11. You know what? My friends don't need to be on here. Alrighty.
I like these people. Yeah.
Allison, you take that photo?
What? Yeah, I did.
That looks like Washington. Wow, that's the northern land.
Alrighty.
I've never been past the Eugene line.
Hello.
Eugene Market is the furthest.
Real quick, please send your questions / comments to the end. There's some sticky notes over there and some pens. If you have questions or comments, write it down because I'm not gonna respond to all of them at the same time. So write it down. There's a pen. Also, the pen you can take home forever. Taiwan makes the best blue pens ever. Also, there's a guestbook. Says my mom that you should set sign if you so said you want to. Grammar. Alright, I'm gonna start. So, in Thailand, we lie to people. So since you are all relatively older than me, I'm gonna lie up high and say sweetie, which is hello in Thai. For the female version, guys say sweaty. Anyway, hi, welcome, thanks for coming. You know who I am. I don't need to introduce myself. Alright, so I'm gonna sit back down. So what is a YWAM BTS? Good question. YWAM stands for Youth with a Mission, and it's founded by Warren Cunningham in 1960. No known relation. I now have to add that whenever I introduce myself because people kind of assume and yeah. Anyway, we did a lecture phase, which was 10 weeks, and then 10 to 11 weeks in Thailand, and then 3 more weeks back in Washington for a debrief phase, so on and so forth. Anyway, so I went to the Y1 base in Washington. So why Washington? Good question. There's a lot of bases all over the world, but why did I pick Washington? The Washington base was like 15 minutes away from Canada. No, I did not go to Canada in my 6 months there. Kind of very disappointed about that. But what also made me want to go there even more is that my cousins are like 10 to 15 minutes away. So I go run and hide at their house and eat non-leftover food there because leftovers, sometimes they hit, sometimes they don't. A lot of times they didn't. Also, Linden is where I went in Washington, so there's like mountains, there's beaches, there's farmland, if you know me. I want a farm, I want a homestead. I want a full-on farm with cows and chickens and goats and pigs and pretty much every single farm. Anyway, Linden has my whole heart, and I love it so much. So, why did I choose? You can read the slide. I don't have to read it, but basically to fulfill the call and the dream of serving others and stepping outside of my comfort zone, and so on, and being thrown into places where I had to be saying yes to a lot of things I didn't necessarily want to do. So, lecture phase, January 16th to March 29th. There's a lot of photos. You'll see every single one later. But lecture phase, first 10 weeks. Each week we had different topics, and each week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 4 of those days for 3 hours, we just sit in a lecture classroom and we listen to different speakers, talk about said topics for 3 whole hours with only a 30-minute break in between, which is fun, but it was a lot and tiring and emotionally draining. Anyway, lectures, different topics. The windmill is like the big town staple of Winden. And then the little white building right here, you see that? You can see that, right? Yeah. That little white building right there is where YWAM is located. But the mill is the iconic Linden. It's a very Dutch town. They're Dutch, so on and so forth. Anyway, what did I learn each week? There's a lot because there's a lot, and these are only very few highlights. I learned a lot more about it. To give a huge thing, week 5 was lordship. No, week 5 was what? Caring for vulnerable people. Be a cockroach. Be stubborn. Do I need to explain that? Probably. But basically, when you have a cockroach, they do not die. You can try everything that you in your power to die to kill that cockroach, but they do not die. So we should be like that for God. To the speaker who spoke that week had a virtual tattoo of a cockroach on him. To be a reminder of being a cockroach and to be stubborn and do not die for God. No.
I'm so fine, bitch.
Have enough faith to be stubborn to sew on cockroaches. Anyway, there's a lot more. Identity Week was also a huge week of me confirming what I knew, and a lot of the stuff was a review, but there was also a lot of things new. Photos. Oh, I love them. Hold on, there is a lot because I could not pick and choose certain ones.
It's like,
Hello? Can you see it? Yeah.
this-
How do I do this? Okay, anyway, we'll just keep up there. Anyway, this, we did a lot of karaoke. We did,
Hold on, questions.
yes, hold the questions to the end. You have a piece of paper, you have a pen, write them down, please. Yeah, Dylan. Anyway, we did a lot of karaoke. Some hit songs were Driver's License, Mr. Brightside, Grenade, Teenage Dirtbag, my friends Tyrell were tied. And April and I, we did a trio of Driver's License. It was actually really good, and we hit, like, April took the high harmonies, I took melody, and Ty took the lower harmonies, and it actually hit. But yeah, this group photo was taken, like, the second day of knowing these people. So it was a very awkward group photo, so we had to pretend that we actually knew everyone already. We didn't, and so on. This one, that photo, is from, what, the first community night in Washington. And it was the day before the September DTS students came back. Etta Wings. If you ever go up to Linden or anywhere where there's an Etta Wings, please go to Etta Wings. I love it so much. It's like an ice cream place. I got a t-shirt of it and I love it and I miss Etta Wings so much. Anyway, yeah, there's a lot. I need to hurry up. We did a lot of look at a thrift store nearby called Week Here, where we sorted clothes and dealt with all of the gross old clothes, and we had to throw out a lot of things. You did not leave that place without smelling like dirty clothes, and you feel so gross, and you want to just take a shower afterwards. Anyway, I love my people so much. We did a lot of game times in Rummikub. If you're staying for Rummikub, allow Rummikub, my newest favorite game, and I love it so much, and I cannot wait to demolish you all. Anyway, so this was on Valentine's. We did our schools did a Valentine's Day dinner. And then everyone else with the guys, we did like a Secret Santa, but a Valentine's Day themed Secret Santa. You can see the joy in some of these people's faces about said Valentine that we only knew each other for like a month, and then we got close we got close really fast. And we all knew each other's inside jokes and stuff. Um, September, DTS got back. The weekend, the day before the Super Bowl, the September students came back. We hung out with them. I went to Seattle. I took my uncle's band to Seattle. Thank you, Uncle Dwight and Aunt Marlene. You are the best. But we went to Seattle. So there's April. Sarah, obviously, somehow I'm in there. And then this is Ethan. He was a part of the September DTS. Um, we were assigned to do, what is it called? Like presentations. Um, and I have a video of said presentation. My guys, Tyrell, or Ty, and Timothy, or Tim. His actual name is Timmy Robert Thurston. Maybe I shouldn't give that out. But they chat GPT'd it and finished it like 5 seconds before they went. And they just played a video. Hold on. I'm working on this as I am going. But they just played this video, which I'm gonna play, which gives you everything about Thailand already.
Six regions of Thailand are northern, northeast, western, central, eastern, and southern. The grand palace and the temples of God.
It gives you history in Thailand, so I didn't want to hear it.
I'm running. And sometimes I'm young and that high. Okay, mom, sugar, love. Okay, Thailand. I make food. But looking east. It is fine. Make what you get. Popular games and sports in Thailand. Krabi Krabong, Muay Thai, and golf. The national flower of Thailand is Ratchapuit, and the national animal.
Hold on, I'm waiting for a sec.
Victor, jasmine, forest, orchid, palm tree, dragon fruit, passion fruit, mellow, fire. Elephants, tigers, clouded pepper, sharks, offering kingfisher.
Hey, well, you got the main idea. I don't want to listen to that again even longer. How do I do this? Anyway.
You can find
it if you want the video. I can send it to ya. Anyway, so this said presentation was that said video. The guys found it, and basically, as you can tell, they did nothing for that video, and I love them so much, but I hate to say it, they kind of did get the cop out and cheat a little on the assignment. Anyway, I love them so much. You guys are the best. This is Kaya. Kaya is one of the September DTS students. We went swing dancing with Kaya, Trevor, another September student, and Sarah, which is one of my classmates. Kaya and I bonded over books, talking about Layer Kings and Brandon Sanderson, which I did start in Washington, but I did finish it in Taiwan. So it took me like, a couple months to read that thick boy. Anyway, Tyler is reading. We have a agreement to read the next one, and that comes out in 9 years together, no matter where we are. Anyway, I love Kaya so much, and I miss her so much. Anyway, this is a painting intercession that we did. My two paintings are over on that table if you want to see them. Yeah, I mean, you can see them, but like, don't judge. It was very last minute. I didn't know what I was doing, so I just threw colors on the page. Anyway, more photos. We celebrated a lot of birthdays. Brecken was slacking and taking a nap during ministry times, and multiple multiple of us got photos. Yet he denies that he was taking naps. The whiteboard is one of the team times that we did, which was to come up with team values and or mission statement, which is I have it around here somewhere. I'm not going to read it, but the main key points are empathy, which is respect and empathy, and to be weird, which is wonderful, encouraging, inclusive, rejoice, and diverse. Which was a huge thing in our team that we needed to be reminded of. Also, to be fat, which is flexible, adaptable, and teachable, which is being fat. We had to be fat a lot of the time. Anyway, more photos. We did roller skating, we did skits, we did worship, we did Claiborne's, we did a lot. Yeah. Oh, this photo is a September graduation photo. I miss them all so much. I still talk to a lot of them. And I'm hoping and praying that I will see some of them again before heaven. We did a lot of birthdays, a lot of skits. This photo, we were making bracelets for our last intercession in Washington. And we made bracelets and we gave them out to the Thai students. So I didn't have any of the ones I made, but I have some of them that I kept because they were given to me or they are really special though, but they're on that table again. So bracelets and birthdays and celebration and intercession. And one of the whole reasons why I went to Washington is this family. My wonderful cousins. They are adorable and I got to connect with them a lot more. I love them so much. Anyway, and then this photo right here was my last weekend before I went to Thailand. I went over to their house and they all prayed over me as a good farewell sending off. Yeah, I love them so much and they are so very special to me. Anyway, family is very important. Alright, Thailand! March 29th was Thailand, March 29th to June 6th. When we were in two places. We were up in Lampang and then Bangkok, which is northern Thailand, and then central Thailand. In Lampang, we were partnering with Kanan Ministry. It is Kanan because they are Thai and they have a Thai accent, not Canaan. But Kanan Ministry, where we just did a lot of English classes 3 times a week, praying over spiritual strongholds at temples, and then helping in their church services every single week. Like, worship, testimonies, basically doing a lot. And then Bangkok, we were working with Place of Grace, which is like a school for kids who don't have like the best upbringing. They like live in slums or other places. Basically we all became teachers, not that we were teachers and nor had experience, but we were teachers. I was with the infants, so I had 4 little kids. I had Day Day, Awa, Namo, and Mick. Mick is a little boy who greatly changed me, and I'll talk about that in a little bit. When I first signed up for infants, I thought virtual babies. No, they're like kindergarten, which couldn't tell. They took me out every single day. Anyway, so how did God move? We went with the mindset of we're not bringing God to Thailand. God is already everywhere, and so just adjusting our mindset of we're bringing God there. was a good thing of like, he's already there. We just are there to help and water the seeds that are already planted. One key thing is the Buddhist nun accepted Christ on Easter. A lot of these happened on Easter. So the Buddhist nun, I could go in. I really don't know much. What I do know is that she somehow showed up to Kanan Ministry, their base, and she was in her nun outfit. Her hair was like basically her head was shaven, and I don't know how, but we were the guys and I were playing volleyball with PJ or Pastor John, which is our contact there, and we were bonus one of Pastor John's like kids, adopted kids, came out and ran over to us and was like, Pastor John, a Buddhist nun just accepted Christ, and so we all ran over and we celebrated and worshipped with her and like prayed over her. And then she stayed around for the rest of the day, taking photos, playing games. I literally don't know much, but I do know that she was there. She somehow showed up, and somehow conversations were happened, and then accepting of Christ. In Thailand, the church on Easter again with PJ, we had 4 people baptized, and afterwards we just broke out into a time of worship of just celebrating, basically singing worship songs and then jumping into the pool. They had a pool, which was the best thing. God knew that us 12 white foreigners needed. No, I'm not. I'm saying what? Anyway, we all needed a pool, especially in the first month of outreach. Anyway, but it was, we all needed it. And then English camps, we did a lot of English day camps. It's not actually teaching. They said, oh, we have English speakers. We're gonna perform a day camp. It was all in Thai, so we had no clue what we were doing. We just showed up. We did what we were told, and so on. Forward is one of the day camps that we were doing. A 12-hour long ministry day, which was a lot, plus a 3-hour bus drive back home, plus getting back at 1 and then coming to our room was flooded, like completely flooded. At 1 in the morning. And so us girls are like, we're not gonna deal with it. This is future us's problem. And so we all just collapsed on our bed. But yeah, and then Place of Grace or POG, was the school. A lot of things that happened. There were, yeah, government papers. There's a lot of, if it wasn't for God, this wouldn't have happened. Stories there that I can go into later. Anyway, highlights and long things. There's a lot. We did a lot of temple visits, Easter house visits, an award from the city. The Kanan Ministry is a Christian thing, and the city in 80 years has not given a award for outstanding participation in the city to a Christian organization ever. So we were there for that award and we joined the ceremony. Yeah. Songkram is basically an over-glorified water fight for Thai New Year's where you go being dry and you forget every time when you were not soaking wet with water. Yeah, Songkram. Milo ice cream bars. Oh, I love those so much. If I could go back to Taiwan and get one thing, it would be Milo ice cream bars. They're like chocolate ice cream with like dipped in chocolate. Our team loved them, and then Ty, one of our friends, um, Ty, he ate I think 150 of them in a month. I don't know the exact number. I still need to get that, but I'd say is addicted to ice cream, and I kind of agree with him. I love it, even though my lactose problem does not. Um, in Bangkok, we did a lot of looking at the school, getting ready for the 9 new students to come, zoo trips, bowling. The 9 new students, they were waiting for a paper from the government for 3 years to get through 3 levels of the government. But it did not come, and they only had like a week left to get that paper to accept these 9 students. And it was basically a test, time after time, of testing of faith of trusting in God, to provide, God will provide. Um, and then on the last day, it was a holiday. They only had one day to get through 3 levels of government, and we got the phone call saying we got the paper. And so that was literally, it took 3 years to get through one level of government, and it went through all 3 levels in a day. And we were there. I remember when I didn't get a phone call. I saw the text on the group chat. I was out teaching tennis, which was another thing where I had to jump in and say yes. They were all like, "Does anyone know how to play tennis?" I was like, "I know relatively how to play tennis." And they're like, "Okay, you have decent enough knowledge. You're gonna teach tennis to 4 kids." I was like, "Okay, I'll try my best." So I googled the Olympic rules and stuff, and I quickly read it out. I was like, "All right, I know how to relatively teach tennis. I know how to play tennis. Not really. Don't have me play tennis, but I had to jump in and teach tennis that day, and I saw the text on my phone saying that we got that paper, and it was a huge celebration. And then on Fridays at the school, they had like a chapel time, and at chapel we played Praise from Brandon. I think it's no, we played the song Praise a lot, and it was basically just a whole praising God dance party. Yeah. If you ever go to Thailand, go to 7-Eleven and get a ham and cheese croissant sandwich. They are the best. And don't knock it until you try it. They like put it in a panini press and they are like in little triangles and they're all so crispy and I love them so much. So we did a lot of that. We had a budget of 70 baht per meal, which was like $2 in the US, which was we could get enough. Nika pieces. It's like masterpieces, but the little boy is Mick, and he basically every single day drew on me, and I took a photo of pretty much all of them. And so he is someone really special. Anyway, photos. We did, this was in the house, first house visit, worship was led, obviously pool, we did a lot of cleaning at the church, and teaching in school. Airplane ride there was interesting. Again, we only knew each other for 10 weeks, and then we were forced to be together for another 10 weeks in a foreign country, which nobody has gone to. So it was a lot of growth. Group photos. This little boy is Junior. He was with Kanan Ministry. He lived next door and he just spent all day with us. And it was, yeah, he became like the little brother for all of us in the sense of like joining us where we're teasing us, goofing off. He and Wei, which is another boy from Kanan Ministry, joined us with pretty much everything. And everyone loved Junior. Yeah, he is a menace. Anyway. Junior. This was an Easter, worship, obviously, because we do have Ty, which is a musical genius. Um, he was the music person, and he put up with me being the annoying little sister with everything. Um, yeah, he put up with everything, like all my little annoying ways. Um, the houseboat was this one. We popped a tire. If you read the newsletter, you knew probably about the tire exploding. It was not my fault. It wasn't anyone's fault. We were riding behind a big semi pickup truck, and then we heard a loud pop, and then we were delayed for 3 whole hours trying to get that tire fixed in the hot humidity of Thailand. But then we eventually went into the river and we looked good. I did not go into the river because I did not want to get any disease. You know, big brain there. Anyway, no diseases for me. I came back healthy. This again is another Mika piece. There's a lot of funny photos. These are the 4 guys that were on the team. They all dealt with me and put up with me a bunch. We did a lot of basketball with the high school students, which is the one in the upper left-hand corner. Yeah, I don't know my right from left right now. But we did a lot of basketball with them and just joining them, teaching volleyball again. No idea how to play it. I know camp rules, Ames and Kevin. It's not the same. I knew relatively, but luckily enough, I had Ty, which actually could play it, and he was taught it. No, he didn't taught it. The other staff from basically taught it, but camp volleyball is very different from actual volleyball. Anyway, the one photo I want to highlight is the one with the guy sleeping on the couch. I was jumped into a day of teaching the kids, two classes of kids, the juniors and the infants, so like elementary school to kindergarten, how to bake. And I, luckily enough, had enough food knowledge and food science stuff to like actually bake. But my two guys that was supposed to be helping decided to take a nap instead. So they were caught slacking a lot of the time. Not all the time. They did help out a lot, but I was like, I'm okay with them taking a nap. I really don't need their help, but their help. And yeah, anyway, taking a nap. Yeah, but it was fun. I got to do an impromptu lesson about vanilla extract and eggs and flour and basically everything and baking soda and so on. This photo is a photo of the 90 kids with a teacher, Miss Bodie. We did eat a lot of Pizza Hut in Bangkok because it was cheap and it was the only Western food nearby. Um, mm, Place of Grace Awards. It's like the end of the year ceremony. Yeah, award ceremony. They had their first ever high school graduate this year. And so we were there to help celebrate with her. A lot of the kids are moving up. Timothy is being Timothy, which is the guy in the yellow poncho. When I came down, he saw me and I lit up because he was wearing a yellow poncho and he was like, I'm your favorite now because I'm wearing the yellow poncho. I was like, yeah, because he like oozes silliness and like goofiness and basically the whole yellow poncho thing was so goofy and he didn't even need it that day. He just wore it like on the way to the school. We went to Horrible as a field trip. Faith is like 6 something. And everything is catered towards Thai people height. Like I am an average height of a Thai woman, and I'm so happy. And I did not have to duck at anything, and I made that and I rubbed it into Thai's face every time. Like whenever I had to like step down into something or like move, like go into something, I was like. Funny to you to have to duck. How does it feel that you have to duck to tie? And all he said was, oh, bada, or, oh, bada. Yeah, I rubbed it into my tall people all the time because I was one of the shorter people on our team. So my kids. So this is Day Day. I did not want to put their full long faces on here because safety. This is Day Day. This is Jeremy, our school leader. Um, he is so goofy and so much fun, and I now definitely can agree with a lot of stuff. But Jeremy, Day Day really latched onto him. And then this is Namo in the red, Mick is in the green, and then Awa is this one. Um, 4 kids. They were also rowdy. Mick and JJ fed off of each other in silliness. Nemo was the only perfect little angel who actually got all of his work done every single day. Teacher's pet. Um, yeah. What is it? More Thailand Bangkok photos. This meal right here is special because it was the first meal we ever ate in Thailand, and it was also our last meal in Thailand. And so we had all the same food and everything. One day I stayed back from like whenever we were sick. I was only sick once. Praise the Lord. But when I was sick, I stayed back, and for my ministry, I wrote notes to all of my team. And whenever I write notes, I put basically my whole heart and soul into it. So it was very long, and I had 12 people to write it for. Um, No, 11 people because I was 12. 11 people to register and it was a lot. And I put a Bible verse and songs in every single one. Music means a lot to me. And just music in general. And so it took 3 hours to write those. And I made them all look so pretty and so fancy, and everyone loved them. And like whenever notes came to me, it came on specifically the best days where I was struggling, like full on struggle busing. One of the days of ministry, we stayed back at YWAM Bangkok and painted. The view from the roof is adorable, yet the rain and laundry is not. Anyway, challenges and struggles of Thailand. When you go to Thailand, do not expect it to be this beautiful Southern California weather. It's not, and I will never complain about the heat ever again, or the cold, because Washington got to like 30, 30s, or like 29 degrees in Washington. I will never complain about the cold or the heat again because nothing will compare to Thailand. But those are just fun problems. But actually, it was hard to be mentally on 24/7. In the sense of missions and serving. Long days too. Forward day count, the 12-hour long ministry day plus a 3-hour bus ride back. Getting in at 1 a.m. to find out the room was flooded with water. No idea how that happened. Pretty much only the girls' stuff got like wet and soaked. And like Hadassah, one of my teammates, she got it the worst. But like she got it the worst. They say I got it the second worst. I really don't think I did, but I did get it pretty bad. Like I did have to throw out some of my stuff. Unlike Hadassah, where she got a book was thrown out because of the wet and water. Ah, that hurt. That hurt. But yeah, it was long ministry days, and you feel like whenever it's a 12-hour long ministry day, I get socially and physically drained at like 11. But I find my people who actually do give me energy, and I just stick around them the entire day, which really helps to recharge. So this is, well, this is Rick's house. Rick is a little boy who really resonated with me, who was in my group. And every single day we get dropped off there to walk to the school, and we pass that house every single day. And I was like, oh, I wonder who lives there. It doesn't really have much. Okay, and I have all of this in California. I can't wait to go back to AC. I can't wait to go back to basically Western toilets and actual toilet paper. And so I was starting to get into the point of complaining and looking forward to being back here. And then one day when we were waiting for the song cook, which was basically like a taxi to come pick us up, I saw Mick and his two aunts go into that house, and that was kind of a check to me of like they don't have much, and yet they come to school every single day, filled with life and all joyful and ready to learn. And like they didn't really even have four walls. They didn't have much. And they didn't have an actual kitchen. Like a kitchen with actual running water and or like a stove or like a closed off kitchen. Like I'm so blessed here, and that just made me realize I should not take California for granted and basically Western culture for granted. Anyway, Mick really resonated and impacted me and changed me in the way I think about stuff now. Anyway, my team. Allow me to introduce you. Um, 12 people. Well, this 10. 11, not include. What? Yeah. 11 people, of the team that, yeah, I love them so much and I miss them a lot. Um, Yeah, anyway, Timothy, what's him? Timmy, Timothy. The reason every single one has an emoji. There's a story behind it. Tim has a panda because he has this weird conspiracy theory about pandas. Um,
Can we hear it?
I basically he thinks pandas were not created by God, and he thought that it was all like made by humans in a lab. because this like he has a full on speech about this. But Timothy, he became an older brother to me. Like basically anyone who I can go to. He was 26, but he turned 27 the day after we graduated. And so he is older. And so he has this wisdom about him that just, yeah, oozed. And honestly, he was super goofy. And I still do certain mannerisms of his. And yeah, Timothy. We call him Timothy. I call him Timothy. Um, then yes, April has a sunflower. She wears this like green skirt, yellow top combo, and she looks like a sunflower. And whenever she wears it, she like lights up and becomes like a little sunflower. She became someone who I was really close to, and I could go to talk about anything. I still can, and yeah, it's harder. Timmy is in Minnesota. April's in Canada. But yeah, April. Yeah, I miss her a lot. She is like one of the best friends. Anyway, Ty. Tyrell, Tyrell Jacob Goodson. He became like a brother. He was the one who put up with all my little annoying ways and like just basically dealing with me 24/7 is a lot. And he put up with it. And like he says to me that it's never really annoying. It's I put up with it because I love you, and so he like wrote down on the encouragement things. But Ty. He became one of my best friends, and are still really close, and we talk about a lot. And he was recently reading a book that I completely forgot. Sarah, Sarah. She is from the UK, so she has a British accent, which I loved every single moment. But yeah, she also kind of lost it being with us. We were both book nerds and we bonded over smelling a book. If you have never smelled a book, please do it because it's oh so glorious. Anyway, yeah, it was a struggle for her. And so whenever she was struggling, I sat with her because we sit with those who suffer or weep with those who weep. And so singing with her and being there for her. But she like lights up whenever she's helping out people. And yeah, I love her so much. I miss her. Faith. Faith was with the juniors who really uh, bonded with a little girl named View in the junior class. She is gonna go to film school. That's why there's like a movie background thingy around me. But like she is super wise, and super bold, and she's not afraid to speak her mind and speak out for those who needs justice. And so yeah, I miss her so much. Um, she became a really close friend. Um, she became a really close friend towards the end of outreach. Um, yeah, Faith Hadassah. She was from Pennsylvania and she has a bunch of horses. Henceforth horse. Funny story about Hadassah. We were going around and naming each other as like I was naming everyone in our team as a type of bread. I gave her the theme sourdough because horses, Pennsylvania, Amish, sourdough, kind of all work together. But so sourdough. Yeah, she has this like confidence about her, about God and her knowledge. Um, and because she was younger than me, but she just had this knowledge and wisdom about it that and she wasn't afraid to speak up and use her voice and actually say, hey, this is what I think the Bible actually says about said topic. Bracken. Bracken is a dog. He has a thing about barking like a dog the entire time. Um, yeah, he got the dog ring in the night market in Bangkok. Um, but yeah, Bracken is the dog. But he also became someone who I could go to where I was needing somebody else to help me carry my stuff. And he also told me and taught me that I need to go to others and I can't carry everything by myself. Yeah, Bracken. Brenna, is yeah, she was sunshine. The entire team relied on her to keep her spirits up, and like she counts the amount of smiles she sees in a day. And she keeps on reaching out and sending us encouragement still. But like she's just basically her laugh and her giggle and like yeah, she was sunshine to all of us. And whenever it's a hard day for her, she doesn't let that get her down. Like she, for me, she was like a rainbow in the storm, and being able to like rely on her to keep us happy. Alrighty, Nolan. He has a thing about coffee, like iced Americanos. And yeah, he got me on to iced Americanos too. But he basically is super goofy. He's the one who I got and York from, and that's so tough from. This is one of the things that I now say, not because of the said dude. But yeah, Nolan. Super fun, super goofy. I don't know how else to describe, but like basically, he. I mean this with love, but he's like a chihuahua. Super goofy, super all over, kind of a little feisty in some areas. Yeah, Chihuahua. And then for school, we had three leaders of school leader Abigail, which is this one. This is Abigail. And then Ella and Jeremy were our outreach leaders. Hello, where's my mouse? Um, Ella and Jeremy were our outreach leaders, which kept us alive for 10 whole weeks in a foreign country. Yes, we did have one hospitalization. They're okay now. It was just food poisoning. Totally fine. Um, and they kept us alive, even though it was stressful for them. So, we love our leaders. How many more do I have? Oh, only a few more. So, what's next? What answer? I have no idea. Yeah, no idea. But I do feel called to a life of ministry, whether that's here in California, whether that is to be still called back up to Washington, um, which I kind of do feel the call, and I don't know exactly what it is or when I would go, but I do know I think my future is in Washington. Whether it's with YWAM or partnering with YWAM, yeah. But ooh, I could do this. I haha, mark your calendars. I'm opening up the Cunningham household for a place of ministry. Yeah. Place of ministry. Weekly worship nights, Tuesday nights, starting in August. Yes. Well, it's really up to me. Starting in August, relatively in August. Because July. July's so busy for me. I have jury duty tomorrow, and I'm not okay with that. But hey, we're trusting God with a lot of stuff here. But jury duty anyway. But yeah, if you want to, if you obviously pray about it, but if you feel called to help out, um, you guys have my contact information and or my mother's um, but basically reach out if you want to call. Not call, help out. A 24-hour prayer bond, that's a time of intentionally inviting the Holy Spirit in and ministering. Basically, 24-hour period of just prayer and seeking God. Yeah, I can go more into it. Again, I have no idea. I just feel like I want to host that and um that this is something that I need to do down here too. Still, very up in the air. Don't know when or where. But the only thing I do know is Tuesday nights, 6:30, be here or be what? Yeah, Tuesday nights at 6:30 here starting in August. Weekly worship nights led by moi or other people. Yeah, anyway. So, one final thing. I have one more slide and then I'm done. Don't be afraid to step out and answer God's call to a life of ministry. If you feel the call, if you feel led to, just do it. You're not gonna regret it. You gotta go. You gotta say yes. Um, what really stuck with me is that God doesn't call you. Yeah, God doesn't call the qualified. He equips the qual. He qualifies the cold. There we go. That's the quote. I can't even remember the quote. But that just has been something that kept on coming up the entire time in DTS, feeling that I was underqualified or like, oh, I'm not that good in this area. But just realizing that he called me, I answered, I said yes, he's gonna equip me in whatever I need to. So yeah. Anyway, so that's yeah. Thank you for it. This is the photo that Jeremy took on the first day, the second day. Um, anyway, I'm open for any questions and to tell more stories. But yeah, anyway, I can go back to this if you guys want a photo of set information. Yeah, I actually need to go. Yeah, anyway, are we good on this? I'm gonna go back to my last slide because it's the best one. Anyway, I say give me like a 5 minute break to go use the bathroom and then yeah, I'll be back. Anyway, I'll be back. Yeah, I know. I can't
Be a cockroach. Be
Oh,
a cockroach. Be a cockroach.
Okay, I'm gonna need a like a phone call or like some video explanation for that guy's
I want to hear this.
Yeah.
What do you mean that they were made in a lab? In what lab precisely?
Is it the same? Is it the same? Like in my question, would it be the same aspect of we have the same deal with drag. Because when it's dragons are the mythology in a way, but they're across all different cultures.
They exist.
Drag. So when you say the same way, or we say those are real things, now were they created as a man? Or with pandas in the same sense, like that, but opposite. Where dragons, well, I really need to hear this full explanation of this myth, of this conspiracy.
Yeah, like what about like some people also think like dinosaurs as well too were dragons. So Bigfoot. Yeah, big yeah. Anyway, what's your view on this panda conspiracy? I need an answer. No. Is it some Leviathan or something? So
Is that the Dune?
Maybe some of us are kid like this type of serious.
But also
When it comes to art.
Ready to examine the scripture.
I learned pandas, I was too. I'm sorry.
Timothy Chalamet, and not like most high school girls ever been.
150 ice cream bars, Jimmy.
Not enough.
That was sick.
If I had enough money, I would probably have them
Get
given
what's going on back there.
Is there? Is it?
One audio? Oh, audio, I see.
I might get my people back.
Wait, did you say he?
All right,
Hi, Uncle Dwight. Hold on. If you have people on Zoom, if you have,
Hi,
it's Uncle.
I'm here, Alice. Hi.
Laura, Uncle Dwight. So probably, wait, Uncle Dwight, do you? Oh, yeah, answer.
I'm here.
If you have questions or anything, let me know. probably you guys have a number. Shoot me a text if you have a question or anything.
Duh. Did he just go up? Or whatever, and then everyone just started using. Is that what he just would say?
It's used whenever it's more like you have a corny joke or you have like frustrations or
See, I took it as frustration.
I took it as basically everything. Yeah, you'll hear me say it a lot. It also changes with situation. Your
What's the third one?
that's so tough.
That's so tough. Why don't you use that one more?
I don't use that's so tough.
That's so tough.
Yeah, that's so tough.
Hey, you got
Yeah,
a
it is
question?
something the guy would say, not me.
Or say,
But because I
One more
don't
question.
Wait, the one
Can you hear me?
I'm sorry. The
Tyrell.
dog.
The dog?
oh,
Reckon?
Yana vibes.
Yana?
Camp or like camp alligator.
Wait,
like
this?
Like how reckon that when you mentioned like the barking for
They wrote a dog.
that like camp vibes so much.
Yeah, that's Reckon.
That does that's such camp alligator vibe.
Yeah. Reckon.
I guess
No one.
market shelf you can buy it.
I would put the up on top. You can see the amount. There's 12 of them. 5 gray ones to the 5 guys and 7 white ones. Jeremy.
What do you mean on
Bro, it
top?
was like older shag.
I can't. It just says what? I can't see because.
The shags.
Fundamental.
Yeah, listen.
Oh.
You look at the attention to detail.
Yeah, it's not more accurate than
Sorry, what were you saying?
I was gonna.
Anyway,
So like, school, we gotta get out of here.
You're gonna go far.
Yeah. Literally a cat and an elephant. And a corsair.
Okay, I'm here.
Alice.
Yes.
How was your
So?
life there?
Oh. What?
Yes.
Hey. Where's my mouse, guys? Hi, guys.
Yes.
Hi, Amy.
Hello. I don't go Roger and Uncle George.
Thanks.
I have a video to show you.
Go watch.
Video time.
Can you hear me?
My soul. Oh, we can. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna show this video instead.
They would take off his bat.
That's shiny, actually, no.
That's right, that's right.
Wait.
Yeah.
What is the red note? The red note dollar.
Or did we?
What is?
This is
Never mind.
no.
Yo,
This-
it's like the Fanta now.
This is okay. So this is the video I worked on for graduation. Yeah, no, this is the video I went for graduation. This is my baby for 3 weeks. The song was written by Tyrell. To explain outreach and everything. It's only 5 minutes and 30 seconds. It's not the 19-minute one. No way I was gonna show that, but anyway,
But this is longer than the.
this is 5 minutes.
It's fine.
That guy's aura. Is that Tyrell in the back?
Yeah.
Aura is- Yeah, pretty much.
I like that.
That's more farming too.
I would love that.
Oh.
I would really love that. Valentine's Day for one video.
That looks good. Scrumptious.
Oh.
Second. 1 second.
I don't want it.
There's a lot of that.
Oh yeah, the New Year's water festival. Specialty you and fireworks. Sweet.
I can do that. They don't have matching shirts.
I like the entrance are nice.
Who's got the roof going on? What's in there?
Hi.
Okay.
Never mind character.
One of like worth having was like
Oh, farmer right there.
I wouldn't say it's the main character, but he's like definitely like that.
I don't know, man. He's stuck. They're here. I mean, he can single-handedly push a car. Bro, this guy got there. He is first thing. Well, that's a friend now. But I got the tie like this. But
That's so cool.
that goes hard.
That goes off.
Let's go to the.
A lot and more rain.
Ricky Ticky Tabbies. He said something else then.
I think I missed them.
Well, it's a little.
Oh, that looks so fun.
Hi, Joe.
Is that actually? Are they dancing with Hot Night Joe?
I know. Oh, you say contact on night Joe?
They were dancing with Hot Night Joe.
Everybody danced to Contact Joe.
Well, I think they had tickets.
Orange. For locked on. He's in there. Yeah, he is the main character.
Like each 20 hours.
Oh, yeah, that's him. I played. What's the Tyrell? Tyrell.
Oh, we also both. So, like.
This song that we're hearing is him.
It's also this.
Alice, is this?
It was
all
copyright?
Tyrell.
He gave me permission.
Written or
Written,
Paper. Yeah, I see.
he told me and he said.
Has he publicly produced the song?
Alright.
Just right.
Where's the best at?
Okay, this is his first publication. Not allowed to cover it.
Yeah, give me more.
Here's it next time publicly.
I
Makes money on.
Alice, we need Laura down here because she's the pet.
Wait.
What?
It's Laura.
I love that song.
That's a beautiful.
Wait, what? Wait, what do you mean?
Yeah, you.
Wait, what?
Can you say it again? I need to record this. Say it.
I'm fat.
Laura,
Yeah, we're talking about Laura Marquis. I know, Laura. I know her for 4 or 5 years now.
I don't know, but I was making sure.
Let me see the context.
Tom was a fat.
I agree. Because show him the other.
Tom was a fat.
I found this picture.
Anyway, thanks for coming. Zoom people, do you have any questions?
Just boring.
They're back.
Stressful.
How long was it?
12 hours. Plus like a 3-hour layover.
When did you found that or did you make that?
Yeah.
I found it.
Anyway,
We did a background search.
the Zoom people, if you have questions, so in the Zoom and say sayonara here.
Yeah.
Oh, giving.
Yeah.
Hey,
Where
Alice.
did you get that
The guy
name
who
more?
was dressed in yellow or
No.
I have packed up the emo.
Yeah, it was a missed opportunity.
Like
How did I do this? Oh my goodness. I'm gonna end the Zoom for those people online. Thanks for coming. Love you guys so much. I'll see you at Christmas.
You walk up.
Dude, thanks for the Zoom.
How do I do this? Oh, there's an end button. Bye.